Right, up and running. So, yeah, hello and welcome back to Joyless Gaming and Fallout 4 Survival in real time. As usual, I don't really have a plan. What did I do last time? Oh, that's right, last time I went to Covenant and killed everyone. Medford Memorial, Mass Bay Medical. That is down near the school, or the tech, whatever it is, combat zone. That was blah, blah. Yeah, down there. I have found it before, and I managed to die afterwards. I think I died afterwards. But I'm on my way to another level and finally being able to get top-end gun and armor mods. And Scrapper and Lone Wanderer will be level 40. Right, carrying so much crap. 556 and 38 at a cell. Right, yeah, so let's go about collecting this thing again. See how long I end up going for today. And it's just after 4:30 in the afternoon, so if I manage to go for 2 or 3 hours, it'll be 6 or 7:30 by the time I'm done. Probably should stop going back to Sanctuary every single time, but then again, if I play for a few hours, it isn't as big of a deal, because I usually don't go back there in the middle of the thing, just at the end. Probably shouldn't be heading straight for that thing, I should go around. No, not again. No. Handling yourselves, then. It's nice. Some weird things can spawn at this house. I've had bloody super mutants spawn there before. Seems a little early in the game area to be throwing super mutants at you. Then again, you can come here really early, and there's usually Yao Guai up there. Oh, what am I saying? They throw a fucking Deathclaw at you right at the beginning. Don't have any specific ideas for progress. I just really would like to get to level 39 so I can take those crafting perks. I'm going to see about armouring a hat. I was having a look on the Vault Fallout wiki. And, yeah, it just seems like a lot of hats actually can't be armoured. Quite a few articles of clothing can, but considering that for my purposes in this playthrough, I really am just interested in clothing that I can wear under armour. There's not as many of those, but plenty of articles of clothing can just be armoured. But not many hats. Which is a shame, because I wanted to armour a sea captain's hat, because that gives you +2 endurance. And the conclusion I reached is that I probably will not be able to have an endurance hat to armour. It'll have to be a perception, or... well, I don't really want to bother with a charisma hat. Why am I sneaking? Oh, right, that's the perk. I took the high-end sneak perk, right? Distant enemies lose me at the... yeah, I took that only as of last week, so that's what that is. That's my initial sneak. Causes enemies to lose me. I thought, I don't have any chameleon gear on or anything. I've got rid of it. Need to save before I go running through the city. In a mad quest for dead drops. What is the safest way to go? Did that person die? It's probably safer to go around the southern end of the city, because it's... yeah. I want to avoid a fight as much as possible. There's raiders and shit around. But yes, anyway, I will want a hat, and I will probably have to use a perception hat. Maybe a luck hat, although I don't really want to bother with a luck hat either. The luck and a charisma one would be a waste because I don't have a very high either one of those, really. Hopefully that was the, yeah, that was the vertibird that was detecting me, I think. Which I'm okay with, because they're not going to attack me. There they are. There's that one. What are they shooting at, and where is it? Raiders on the roof. That's what they're shooting at. So what's going on with the guys they dropped off on the other side of this freeway? Who owns that robot? Slightly radioactive. Okay, not so slightly anymore. bit out of the way, but anyway.
No mercy.
Okay. You maybe want your... Oh, it just crashed. I was thinking, did you maybe want to have your vertibird come back and support you a bit? Yes, I remember that, coming across the legendary Raider and company. Just want to find this dead drop, get the fuck out. Oh. So what's the trap? Ah, grenade bouquet up there. Not that I was going to set it off, because I've got sneaking perks, but better to be safe. Medical Center, Metro. Randolph Update 2.
Randolph Safe House here. Thanks, HQ. No longer under immediate surveillance. Confirm quarantine, but give us the all clear soon, okay? Package 1 is ready for shipping out of the Commonwealth. But we got a problem along the route. If our guardian angel could clear the site, delivery can proceed. Mr. Tim's out.
And what did it say? It said Fraternal Post. That's back towards Sanctuary, isn't it? It's... yeah. Now, I can't quite remember if what happened last time was that I died on my way back from picking up that thing. I'm pretty sure I must have died before I was able to save after having picked up the thing. Obviously, because I hadn't completed it yet, so... Something is eyeing me up. Oh, there's a lift that goes up there. How convenient. A lot of the times those places are just accessible by fire escapes. Or scaffolding. have in terms of cash? 10 grand. I'm wondering if I should buy the house in Diamond City or not. There's probably not a lot of point in doing that. Do I have any... There are things I can sell. But the things I can sell aren't terribly heavy, and I can craft some food stuff at my place. Every time I walk past a radio, I think that's going to get me a copyright strike on YouTube when I put this up. Well, not a copyright strike, it's a copyright claim. Technically, a copyright strike is a real downside for your channel. It's just like, you're not allowed to monetize this because somebody else owns it. Oh, how convenient, I just made some food. Surprised how often I see Brotherhood vertebrates around, given that I've not even gone to the Pridwin yet. Just over there somewhere. It should be over there somewhere. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't go too badly. One thing I do know about this is that there's a mutant in here who's blind. And he's just sitting next to the alarm.
Got it.
And that's him there. So what is he's the only enemy unless he sounds the alarm? Is that how it works? So if you kill him without having him sound the alarm, there are no other super mutants.
Sweet.
Deadeye.
Hell yeah.
Critical damage, well that's not the most helpful.
War. War never changes.
Combat armor. Um, There's a whole bunch of stuff I should stop carrying around with me. Okay, right, so if Deadeye doesn't sound the alarm, then there are no other super mutants in here. Right, bourbon is the only booze I'm carrying, but you can use that to make something. Actually, that's what you use it to make, isn't it? Dirty Wastelander. So let's take 3 strength. Won't last very long, but it's okay. Considering that we're brought back to Desdemona, so that's a bit of a trip. Let's have a look around here. Oh, Excellent. Polymer combat armor, it would go up to 12. Left arm. Yeah, that's already heavy, so I can scrap that. Combat armor, right arm, reinforced polymer would go to, yeah, it's just regular. So we can scrap those. Now when the booze runs out, I shouldn't be over encumbered. It's really interesting that a successful stealth kill leaves you with just having one enemy in this place. Come on, I just want some extra XP.
Yes.
So, okay, you pick the lock so that you can get a stealth route without having to worry about can chimes and stuff like that. That's caps. Oh, these were right at the front. So I think that's the idea with that guy, isn't it? Or that, I say that guy. That super mutant. He hears anything and immediately sounds the alarm. So you avoid that and piss easy. Bunch. Signs matches 1. Glass matches 1. Signs and glass matched 1, so bombs? No. So it doesn't end with an S and it doesn't start with a B. Signs, glass, or was it grass? See, that doesn't match with... No.
Yes.
It had to be that, but what does that match with glass? Oh, diary. Yes, it was not... I was seeing it thinking dairy. Diary. G-L-A. So the I and the A. It was a decorated warrior, like unimportant, giving a speech. Ah, you can sneak up here and use the turrets, right? Okay. There's a safe, apparently. Ah, there it is. Probably going to be over encumbered again now, as the booze wears off. But I am not far from Sanctuary. No, I was just talking about not running back to Sanctuary all the time, but it's not that far away, and I've got things that I can do. Stuff to offload. Although I don't really have that much to offload, so I probably should just eat some grilled radstag again. It really gives you some extended duration carry weight. I was able to scrap the armour pieces. Almost everything turns out to be lighter once you scrap it. It's like the constituent components are lighter than the thing that they comprise. So provided I'm not carrying too much, and I'm not.
Who's there?
Oh, lever action rifles, they're terrible in this game. When I understand they're not so much bugged as just badly designed, because every time you go to reload, it reloads the entire tube. So if you fired one round and you go to reload, the reload animation is for inserting multiple cartridges. Should have expected to be ambushed outside the thing. I suppose these are the mutants that probably come inside if the alarm is sounded. Recon powerful pipe sniper rifle. That'd be worth scrapping. Just for the recon scope alone. Yes, I should have anticipated being ambushed. So... this is why I'm tempted to go back to Sanctuary. Just because I know I've got a bunch of stuff that I can dump in the thing, and I know what's there, I know what crafting I can do. It probably is. I was just thinking, I wish I knew where there's a spot that is frequently respawning radstags. So I could go hunting a bunch of them just to get radstag meat. Probably is places that do that, but I just don't know quite where they are. Given how close things were to going quite badly for me just there, I am going to save the game at this conveniently placed bed. Hydrated and fed. Partially. Yeah, so glad I got that completed so I could build a bed at this place. I suppose I should be worried about whether or not it's sufficiently protected. Strengthened polymer combat armor left arm. That's the same kind of armor, so that's not an improvement. What does strengthen do? Reduces limb damage. Oh, it said I was carrying too much, but that's because I was briefly carrying that thing and its components. It's like I was carrying the thing and all of the bits that made it up before it said, oh, you're not carrying the thing anymore because you scrapped it. Yes, at some point I should find Radstag country so I can do some hunting. There's usually some around like Abernathy Farm over there, so... right on the cusp. Bloody gunners in their freeways and overpasses. Might be some to the north, but they may not be respawning yet. Never knew that was there. What the fuck is a super mutant doing here? Pardon me a moment. Never mind me. So fucking radstags aren't respawning, but I'm getting super mutants. Why? Mutant carrying a mutant slaying thing. Who the fuck killed the legendary super mutant? Right, I'm back a lot sooner than I originally intended to be.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I've got a
Yeah,
few minutes
surely
to
you're
browse.
here to
Got a
trade
little
because
bit of everything.
this is not where you come from. This is where I come from. Maybe scrapping that pistol. Keeping the super mutant helmet. In the unlikely event of ever actually... No, not selling junk. In the unlikely event of having strong around. Weapons, no. Plasma rifle. I have taken science perks, haven't I? Or have I not? What other ammo am I selling? 10 mil because I've got so much, 5.56 because I've got so much. Gamma rounds, I'll probably hang on to them even though I'm not going to be using them much. got shipments of anything? Lots of shipments. I'm actually getting a lot of 308 rounds, aren't I? It's 50s that I don't have a lot of. Which is fair enough, because I think the 308 combat rifle is better than the 50 cal hunting rifle. I'll take fusion cells. I do have a lot of food. Stingwing fillet, not very valuable. Yaogwai ribs are good. Roasted myloke meat, not very valuable. And scorpion steak, a bit more valuable. All rat chunks, not valuable at all. Myloke queen steak's pretty valuable, so I think I might sell those. Sell the expensive foods. I never get to the Yaogwai ribs because I'm always skipping past them. Well, not skipping past them, never skip to them because they're at the bottom of the list. Whiskey and Nuka-Cola and Mute Fruit makes a dirty wasteland. Right. Two whiskies. In terms of duration, a whiskey gives you, I think, at least +2 strength. It's at least +1, but I think it's a +2. And it would last for longer, because you could take 2 of them. Yeah. Yeah, it won't have anyone tending it, but I think I'm going to plant that razor green. Oh, that's where you find them. That's where you find them, in resources. Okay, that requires and produces 2 energy. It requires a person to produce 2 energy. So we can have somebody powering a slot machine. Honest vice to benefit the whole community. Get one of my settlers to... That's got... I usually get, what's his name to do that, don't I? From what I understand, robots actually lower the amount of happiness, so you can't achieve 100% happiness on a settlement if it's got robots in it, and I've got 2 robots now. I've got Codsworth and Curie. This requires power, it doesn't require an amount of power. So I'm wanting to think of what stuff also, not a traffic light, table lamp, huh? Ceiling light. Is that not how it works? Should have used one of those. Pretty sure. What the hell? June, what are you doing up there? Actually, scratch that. How did you get up there? Stop glitching through the fucking terrain. It's annoying. Nope, that doesn't want to... How did you get up here? That's why he actually has to be on it at the time.
It smells, but, well, in a good way.
Those aren't very good lights, are they? Anyway. I filled up things, didn't I?
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Thinking I might move some of these things down there as well.
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
Anyway. I've done a lot of that crafting stuff.
Speak up.
Where do I have other overdue books? Because I thought I... Oh, no, I already returned them, didn't I? Okay. So I was doing that and these things. So that's probably still a lot of crap, what do you know? Alright, blood leaf, let's get rid of that. Carrot flowers. Hub flowers. Yeah, whiskey is 2 strength. Yeah, I've got a lot of 308 rounds. And not a lot of 50s. Was I even keeping gamma rounds? No, I wasn't. Now, was it with this character that I found the yeah, railway rifle? Does a lot of damage, but there's not a lot of mods you can put on it. I think was what my takeaway was. But it's powerful. Ammo is really limited though. Why am I looking at the bloody armor station? Powerful, limited ammo, limited modding. Now you can make it regular or automatic. Long barrel to increase its range. And its weight is heavy too. So is it even a regular rifle type thing, or is it a big gun? I mean, that's with a stock, you'd think it's bound to be a regular type rifle. You can put sights and scopes on it, so you can't actually do anything to increase its damage. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Regular rifle. Alright.
Take care of yourself, dear.
Get some sleep. Save the game and hopefully be rested again, not fatigued.
Remind me of a young man I used to know.
Parched and peckish.
But always finding it.
And eating heavy food, so red scorpion steak. Alright, so now we want to go to Railroad HQ, complete this quest. Get some XP, hopefully level up. So that drug effect, that's actually the mole rat disease. So that's pretty much always going to be there. I didn't look at chem crafting. If I've got stuff I can turn into buff tats or into Psychojet. Psychojet's really useful on survival because extra damage, slowing down time. The duration is longer on Psychojet than on regular jet too, I think. Or is that just because of 22 seconds? And I don't have any regular jet. I'm not entirely certain if it's normally 15 for jet and it's because of chemist thing. If you're going to be taking a like chem heavy build, then that is pretty significant. Basically, you get 3 times the duration. Because I was taking science mods, perks, full mods, and crafting. Can't even talk and play this at the same time. Why are they always respawning here? So many places just enemies are constantly respawning now. Yeah, I'd have to go around, yeah, that, and then past the area where bloody automatron starts as well. Don't want to do that. I don't want to start automatron because if you start automatron, bloody rust devils spawn everywhere. And the rust devils aren't the problem, it's their fucking robots that are the problem. Just start having the whole area, the whole Commonwealth just covered with enemy robots. Becomes decidedly less fun. So I've only ever done automatron on normal, and that was my experience, was that they just spawned everywhere. I was constantly running into them. And given that survival so far has been really inconsistent with enemies respawning, yeah, it's not better than what I've got. I don't think I've got a heavy combat armor chest piece though, right? I think I've got heavy leg, or maybe it's just sturdy. It might not even be heavy, just sturdy. But I'm not sure if the arm pieces are the same or not. Yeah. Yeah, survival's been inconsistent with enemy respawning. Like some are... Like I figured out why enemies are constantly respawning at Backstreet Apparel. It's because I haven't cleared the interior cell there in ages. So because the interior cell, and so therefore the area, isn't fully cleared, they keep respawning. Maybe I'll stop seeing super mutants keep respawning in this area now that I've cleared out the fraternal post. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen enemies spawn on that bridge in ages, and they used to always spawn on there. I wonder if they've respawned inside the brewery. Not, apparently. Unless it continues to say cleared, even if enemies have respawned. It's not very helpful. It'd be nice if the map updated that way. It's like enemies have respawned in that area because of how long since you were last there. It is now no longer clear. But enemies keep spawning here. Food paste. I know where you've been. Intervention note. There was a Raiders note. National Park headquarters, a big score. Okay. And what was with the junkies note? I wasn't able to put that down because it was saying it was a quest thing. Maybe I just never looked at it. Yeah. Does it taste great though? It's a good thing keys are weightless. So this is the thing that's popping up, the little this is why, because they're still in my quest log. Yeah, that's the deal. They're in my quest log as miscellaneous objectives. That's why those notes are quest items. Get down here and I can just jump in the river and swim around to Railroad HQ. Don't have the second level of the Aqua Boy perk. That would allow me to avoid detection. Let's face it, this is a useful perk on survival. It's not the most useful on normal because you don't need to worry about going in water very often, but on survival, being able to just get in water and run away without any harm to yourself because you stop taking radiation damage, as well as not having to worry about air. Fill bottle? When did I get a bottle? Oh yeah, that's right. So I went through, what's his name? So I went through the Jalbert brothers' disposal. The infinitely respawning Coca-Cola machine. It's a bit of a weird thing. That escape tunnel thing is a small cell to load. But the railroad HQ is actually, I think, it's this plus it's the entirety of the church and the sort of undercroft under the church above.
You from one of those vaults? You got too many teeth to be a scab.
Right.
I heard Randolph got B811 out of the Commonwealth, in large part thanks to you. You're proving to be a valuable addition to the railroad.
Happy to help.
My gut says Mr. Timms is exactly who he says he is. But Pam isn't convinced yet. Until she signs off, no direct contact.
Quest done.
Sometimes the direct approach isn't the best to take.
Yes, quest done. Thank you.
You've got a real knack.
Scrap that. Gotta do something about all that dirty water, I suppose.
Are you injured? It's a wonder you...
Right, well that unfortunately didn't give me a huge amount of XP. But it's progress. Why do I have 363 health instead of the 400 and something it was? I was sure that it was.
About to head out. My safe house kitties need me to make some booms.
Alright, anyway, let's just save the game. Parched, eh? Pardon me for a minute. Nature calls. Alright, Right. Yeah, that's, yeah, railroad stuff. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, I know where that is. National Park headquarters is up there, isn't it? What? No, wait a minute. National Park headquarters. Is that... That's fucking Far Harbor. Why is that showing up as a... Super Mutants and Trinity Plaza. That's the church. Down this way, isn't it? Which is really just going to be its own reward. It's not going to be... This will give you a whole bunch of extra XP. Some mural shelter. Let's see. Coves, convalescent home. Where is that? Right, up there. Not something I want to go to do yet. Same reason I don't want to go to Crook Manor. Bobby McCready. They're in Good Neighbor. Combat zone. What's really in there? A weapon bench, which is unnecessary because... Well, it's unnecessary. And... some crap and a fusion core. It's not really worth a great deal of effort, is it? Yeah, Trinity Plaza is different from Trinity Tower. Trinity Tower is the quest to rescue Rex, I think his name is. It's also where Strong is. Yeah, I just realised I've never done the Pickman thing. There's a bobblehead and a and he gives you a knife, I think. But there's a bobblehead in here. I think it's the... Is it the lockpick one? Not that that's really going to help because I've not taken lockpick perks, which are, in general, way more useful. What's the point of having the lockpick bobblehead that slightly widens the picking zone when you can only pick novice locks?
You think we're gonna catch this Pickman psycho?
The slippery bastard got away before. But Slab won't leave a man breathing after he's hunted our crew.
I heard Pickman skinned Roy alive after he snatched him. Let the rats get at him.
Alright, that was...
Don't need to hide. It'll all be over.
No sign of him now.
Suddenly got really, really fucking laggy and screwed up in here.
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him? Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection. I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes. Just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Get over here, quick!
What is it? Oh, shit. What do you think, dumbass? Hurry up, we got trouble! What the hell was that?
You don't say.
Ain't personal, just you.
Should've just run.
Disappearing act. Huh?
Only a fucking coward hides.
Or somebody really clever. Really? Why is that doing less damage? Oh no, it's doing less damage than the shotgun, idiot. It does more damage than the sniper rifle. Yes. Is there a trap or something else?
That's it.
I'm not picking that lock. And that's... Alright, so it's upstairs for me then. Ricochet.
Scared, huh? You should be. Show your face. Come on. I dare you.
Could be traps all over the place that I just am not noticing because I don't set off traps.
you're here.
Not sure if I have dog armor back at home. By home I mean sanctuary. Oh, that's what was going on up here. The explosions and things. Right, so there's a weapon bench. What kind of weapons are we looking at that I can scrap? Combat rifle. It's a pipe thing. Picked up a beer. Let's take a missile launcher and we'll scrap it, because I think it's mainly just metal. Though I do have... yeah, it'll just be steel. So that's got a 308 receiver on it, which is the target. Long light barrel, doesn't have a long ported barrel, but that's got a long ported barrel. Recoil compensating stock, large quick eject magazine, short night vision scope, large bayonet. Well, the only thing I want to change is that I don't have a bayonet. I'll want to put a suppressor on it, but I might just keep this. I do need adhesive to craft that, so... yeah, you need to craft regular default mods, so I'm going to hang on to that 308 thing, because then I won't have to make... at the very least I won't have to make a 308 receiver. I'm going to just sort of... yeah, I wonder whether or not it's easier to convert my current gun into a 308, because it's already got all the better other attachments. It's got a scope I'm actually using. Pipe. Gun. Now I am parched. Almost there.
I got the door open. Let's go. Hey. Who's there? I found him.
Alright, I guess it's time to take my last grilled rat stag. Blood can, yes. Buff tats, so I can make some buff tats. So yeah, that was the one that was master locked.
Pickman! You can't hide forever, you sick bastard. Pickman! You can't hide forever, you sick bastard. Pickman! You can't hide forever, you sick bastard. Pickman! You can
Either they want to call him sick when, you know, raiders in this game are basically fucking cannibals and
Who's there?
Be so good once I can make a suppressor.
Grip on yourself.
It's a bit of a maze down here, isn't it? I've never done this before, so... Why did it break instantly?
Nice.
Cooking oil. Wonder glue. Close to overloading myself again. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. So it's not, yeah, it's not bourbon that makes thingamajigger, it was something else. So a couple of quantums, that'll be nice. Add to my collection.
You can't hide forever, Pickman.
Not that I ever use them for anything.
You hear me? You're a dead man! You can't hide forever, Pickman. Move up! You can't stay in this shit! I'm just getting started!
Yeah, it surprised me. Okay.
Finally got you, Pickman. Thought you could hunt and torture our people to your heart's content? Enjoy killing you. Hey.
Hey.
That was close. Thank you. Those people deserved worse than death.
They were cold-blooded killers.
They got their pound of flesh. But I'll collect my own again soon. I owe you.
What did you have in mind?
A gift. Nothing more. If you visit my house again, look deep within my painting, Picnic for Stanley, and you will find my gratitude. You'll need this.
Bayoneted calibrated combat sniper rifle. That would be really useful to scrap.
Yes.
Burns one off.
Excellent.
Poison resistance. Maybe if I take the gun and his gun, and I take some buff tats. Yeah, he had a double-barrel shotgun and he had a pipe gun, so it's armor stuff too, but I'm running out of carry capacity. That was all in the same cell, wasn't it? That was all the it was all interconnected, so this will take me back out into the Commonwealth, nearby his gallery, I assume. I imagine that means you can also access all of those tunnels again, if you want to go back and collect shit. Which would mainly be picking up stuff so I could go and scrap it. Ah, okay. Get this thing, run upstairs and scrap some stuff because there's a weapon bench up there. Bleeding damage. How much XP? Not a lot. But I'm getting there. Miscellaneous. Pickman's. Thank you note. Really creaky in here. So the stealth blade makes them bleed, and the legendary effect makes them bleed more. So there's no need to modify it. Okay, did I pick up any armor pieces that need scrapping? Because there's an armor bench in Railroad HQ. There's an armor bench. There's an everything bench there, isn't there? Because you can make food, you can mod weapons and armor, and there's a power armor station there. And there is a chemistry station. It's over near Tinker Tom. That's right. So it's a bit towards the other side. Food, weapons, armor, chems, power armor. I don't think there are actually any other kind of crafting stations, just variations on those ones. No, it's more that I need to sell a couple of things. So I might be better served going to Diamond City, because Tinker Tom doesn't really have a lot to sell, but there are beds in there. I think there were beds in the Pickman Gallery. Probably just could have slept in there. This second drink of bourbon seems to be lasting longer. Oh, there we go.
About to head out. My
right
safe
now.
house kitties need
Makes
me to
things
make
really
some
dangerous.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
Synth duplicates.
Okay.
Be careful what you say.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this hideout.
Contact Dr. Amari. She'll have more details on the route.
About to head out. My safe house kitties need me to make some booms.
Where's Tom?
You really walk the Freedom Trail. By yourself. Bet you never met a synth before Glory.
We're all the synths got. Up there, assume you're being watched.
Oh.
Always.
Hey there.
I was power napping and whammo, it hit me. Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. Make your super badass gun even more, well, more. So check out my stuff.
Show me what you got.
Okay, here's what I got.
Didn't get Tom special. Not really all that useful. That's that's a hunting rifle. Armored. Not the lowest level of armoring. Can you not craft these yourself? I thought Deliverer basically came as like the best version you could get anyway. Yeah, calibrated powerful receiver and powerful. Calibrated just means it does more critical damage, which is... I'll see if these are worthwhile. These rat scorpion steaks are really useful to have, but they do weigh a lot. I've got this roasted milo meat. Food is one of the things I'm less consistently coming across. That's why I'm tempted to not get rid of them, because it... .348, still carrying quite a lot. And I don't want to be doing that just yet. Problem is, I am getting ever so close to being able to take my final crafting perks. Level 39, once I get there, I've got both of these. Suppose you just kill some things on the way. So maybe I should swing by Trinity Plaza and take out the super mutants there. Or I could, yeah, I could head back along the river and clear out Backstreet Apparel again. I think I might do that. There's usually plenty of raiders in there to kill, so at least half a dozen. In addition to the guy that's outside. So, yeah, a bit of combat. Few enemies killed. Probably won't be enough to level me up, but maybe. If not, I'll go back to Sanctuary and just build a bunch of stuff. Come on. Load already. Yeah, if I go back to Sanctuary, build a whole bunch of stuff, I mean, it's a really piecemeal way to go about leveling up, but... if I've killed a bunch of enemies before that, I should be closer. As I said, that's assuming I don't actually reach the next level before then. Usually raiders on the rooftops around here. Yeah, Trinity Tower is one of the big things around here. Is it the one back there? Or is that... no, that's too far away. Took me enough shots. Oh, bluff that. Why are you abandoning me? Let's just start with bourbon. That's enough for now. Ah, there he is. Man, what?
Nice.
So, wait a minute, have the enemies respawned in here or not?
Get over here quick. What is it?
So it's a yes and no. $15, right leg. That's the same. So it's less of a respawn and more of a just a new spawn. It's cleared again, okay. So it...
That's it.
I don't think I feel like running around on the rooftops. So it's still, yeah, because it was keeping a whole bunch of corpses in here, and it just spawned new enemies. It's bizarre. Booze. Oh, do I have any other booze? Drank the beer, I've drunk the bourbon. So I was keeping whiskey because of the same reason. Pardon me. Let's drink the vodka first. I've become addicted to alcohol. It's okay. I can eat an omelette and cure it, or I can take a Dictol, or I can take a refreshing beverage. Oh, I'll take the Dictol. And now I'm dehydrated, so this gets me to drink more water. That's why the charisma perk tree has a way to get around that with the party something or other. I don't know. You never get addicted to alcohol. Then it improves the effects of alcohol. And then it gives you... What does it give you after that? Party boy. Never get addicted, double the effects, and then +3 luck while you're boozed up. Gunfire sounds a bit distant. Probably that super mutant versus whatever thing they ran into. Now, question becomes, will I make it back to Sanctuary before I run out of booze? More armor pieces I can scrap. What is that? 16 left arm. Yep, same thing, so... Oh damn, I'm still over encumbered. Alright, whiskey time. Because the vodka hadn't worn off, it's not going to tell me when the vodka wears off because it's just been replaced by a different alcohol thing, so... like different effects, but they are all the same substance technically as far as the game is concerned. Which is weird. All alcohol things are treated as the same thing, so you can only have one of them applying effects at a time, but you can have so many different chems applying effects at the same time. Oh no, you did tell me the vodka wore off. Oh, maybe because if they have different affixes, it'll track them then. The two named ones that were here, or at least one of them was named, I don't know if the other one was named, but their bodies have not despawned, and yet new fucking raiders keep spawning there all the time. Right, well, we've only needed the one whiskey anyway. Damn, I'm getting hungry. Yeah, if I'm not gonna work at cultivating the razor grain, I probably shouldn't bother hanging on to the dirty water. Oh, that's right, because I've got an extra 3 of those, because if you have 6 of those, 6 of those, and 6 of those, you only need 2 people. But that's the thing, I should have thought that 3 extra of them, that's 1.5, 3 extra of them is another 1.5, which is 3, and then 3 of those should be enough. Why? Oh, unless... Food, 18. But still maybe, okay. Have you stopped? Who's actually harvesting that? Cultivating that? One person can produce 6 food. Six of those is 3. 6 of those is another 3. Six of those is 6. One person can attend however much goes up to 6 food, right? Or can one person only attend 6 plants? In which case there's room to go. I don't know. Anyway, I was putting ammo away. Yes, deliverer. That's the thing I should be looking at. Putting mods in deliverer. Yucca. Did I already have the light dog armor? I did. And had a bunch of military caps, and I'm pretty sure you can't armor them. I think that green shirt and combat boots, charisma, endurance. You can armor that, I'm pretty sure, but it can't go under armor. Military fatigues, extra things, and then it's the army fatigues, isn't it, that I want. That obviously, yeah, postman hat, endurance. I don't think you're going to armor a postman hat either. And I know you can't armor a sea captain's hat. No, you can armor a trilby. Worn fedora looks kind of crap, but it is a perception hat. I think you can armor it. Newsboy cap is also charisma. Not sure if you can armor it. Formal hat. Don't know if you can armor it, but charisma, I don't want to use it. Can't armor a bowler hat. Battered fedora. Not sure if you can... That looks better than the worn fedora, but it's a luck thing. Bathrobe. I never looked at what the bathrobe can do. But also, I didn't look at what the bathrobe looks like, and that'd be funny. Let's put Pickman's blade away. It was the lockpick. Do these things arrange themselves properly? You know, auto-arrange, so that when you just have all of them on there, they'll have arranged themselves in a specific order. Alright, I'm going to try what this bathrobe looks like. Too charisma though. Can you armor it? That would be funny. Fat guy in his underwear. Yeah, they're not actually adding much, are they? Because they're dirty, and I want to use the clean ones once I want to armor them, so... So you can armor the bathrobe. It's nice to know. But not any of those hats. Fuck. Can you only armor charisma hats or something? Is that... It sucks. Alright, bathrobe away. Hats away. Is there really a lot of point hanging on to blood packs? Probably not. Right, but this... No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Old bones just can't keep up.
Yeah. Deliver it. That's... Oh, so it doesn't. It doesn't by default come with better stuff, but you can craft that better stuff. Grip, mag, and receiver. Yeah, that's what was better. Yeah, alright, so I can't make it yet. But aside from a calibrated powerful receiver, which is the same damage but better critical damage, the only next best powerful thing is the 308 receiver. Now that'd be crafting the 308 receiver, but I've got a long ported barrel already. I've got a recoil stock already. It's got the large magazine. I don't know if I necessarily need the large magazine. It's got a night vision scope, a short night vision scope. I don't know if I need that either. I suppose it couldn't hurt, and I need to put a suppressor on it. So this, the magazine, see, it's got the stock, it's got the receiver, it's got a magazine, it's got a different scope. I suppose I've got a lot more adhesive here, so I could actually craft that and it would be okay. Yeah, it seems a waste just to make a thing so I can then go and make a 308. Not have to make a 308 receiver, but what does it take to make a 308 receiver? Makes it adhesive, aluminium, gears, oil, and screws. Well, it probably is then cheaper to make a standard receiver. 1 adhesive, 2 gears, 3 oil, screws, springs, steels. Yeah, okay. Let's make a standard receiver. Let's make a standard magazine. And let's make some standard sights. And then scrap. could put the 308 receiver on it, couldn't I? I don't need to have the... Yeah, I can put it on. Already got the long barrel stock. I can make the larger magazine. Scope. I could try the scope. Doesn't look as far though. Decreases accuracy. So the accuracy is to do with the thing, right? I'll try the thing. And I will need to level up to be able to make a suppressor. Yeah, I was getting used to the medium scope, so... But let us put away all of the 45 rounds, and then take the 308 rounds, which weighs a shitload. That, you know what, that sort of tempts me to want to go back to the 45s for the time being. So I think I will. Ammo actually weighs less. $40 rounds, wow. Okay, did I end up hungry? Peckish, yes. Let's sell some crap.
Yeah?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I'll take a look, sure.
Here's what I got.
Guess this is the sort of winding down portion of the stream where I'm doing some housekeeping. I should put deliver it back in the thing. Should put the junk in the thing as well. Sure, I'll get rid of the standard mag and grip and receiver. Why not? Standard crackerjack mag. If it reloads at the same speed, then yeah, and I don't have to reload as often anyway. But keep the receiver in scope. Sell the 38, sell 10 mils, sell 5.56s. Store all my junk. I've got yeah, let's put deliverer away. Also had a 50 caliber hunting rifle. So I don't even need to be able to make that. 132. So it does. It will. So it will. Okay, that will actually do more than the 308 combat rifle, but because that was doing 117, I think. But that's 308's more effective, I think. Like not like more effective, but more efficient in terms of space and stuff. So. And it's all kind of irrelevant because the best sniper rifle to have, I think, is the Gauss rifle, which I've never actually found. I don't know where you get a Gauss rifle. Maybe you just have to be a really high level and you can purchase it somewhere. Armor penetration on a radium rifle. It's pretty good. That's the thing though, isn't it? That's what I can use the 45s for. I could make the sniper rifle use 308 and then use the 45s on the radium rifle. .50 cal sniper rifle. I probably can scrap that then. If that's a 50 cal hunting rifle, I can, and that's already got a bigger magazine and a scope and stuff, I can scrap that one. Righteous authority. Doing a fair amount of damage. It is because, yeah, it's all because of the perks, isn't it? It's a single shot rifle thing, so it does. I wonder if you need, I can't remember if you need why does it do so little damage? Oh, because it's not a rifle, of course. Handmade rifle, more limb damage. Oh yeah, I don't have 7.62 ammo. So radium rifle was added with oh, you only need gun nut 3 to make that, okay. Yeah, the radium rifle was added with Far Harbor, and the that homemade rifle was added with Nuka World.
Yeah. Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat though.
Okay, so the capacitor is its max damage. Burning damage, better capacity, better range.
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself.
It's the barrel is how you do stuff, because that's how you make an automatic as well, and the sniper makes it do more damage but takes more ammo. Yes. Well, anyway, that was just to have a look at what I could do with that. Now I need to get crafting crap just so that I can gotta craft some crap so that I can level up. How the hell do they keep ending up on the roof of this fucking thing? I was going to move the exercise equipment down to that thing. Do I have anyone manning these towers? I have to finish the thing before I can assign Preston to anything. I think the exercise equipment was under furniture. Happiness is down? Why is it down? Do I have enough sitting furniture for most of them? I'm not sure if I do. Let's put some benches out. Got beds in here, so maybe I should put some chairs as well. Ooh, booth. Right, so it's a bit unnecessary to build extra defenses right now because I've got a lot. Pillory. Barber chair. Surgery chair. Produces happiness, I'm fine with building it then. I can't build stores. Or crafting stations. Local leader 2 to build crafting, and it's only... Oh, it's local leader 2 for those as well. Cages. Cat cage. Dog cage. Mole rat. Newton hounds. Quitting time, sorry. could build 19 of those, huh? Voltaic reactor. Holy shit! Voltaic super reactor? Just don't have enough nuclear material. Holy shit! Manufacturing. Hopper, what does that do? Drops collected inventory out the bottom when powered. Huh. Basic objects. Armour. Weapon. Clothing. Energy weapons. Heavy weapons. Ammo. Explosives. Pyrotechnics. Food. Ammunition planting. Requires 12 electricity. I'm starting to bore myself here. How much XP do I need to go up a level? Not much. I need to drink. I don't need to drink that, even though I probably should because I've got shitloads in my inventory. I'm overtired. Well, I shall fix that at some point.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Anyway,
Seems to be growing well. right, I'll just throw up some more furniture around the place.
Getting distracted by the fact that I have no practical need for most of this stuff. You're building toilets out in the open. Steel toilets. I'm pretty sure they don't actually need toilets. I thought that there was another one of those. Marquee. I've already gone and forgotten where... Yeah, that's where they were. Resources, vault. Also requires power, but... They each have their own small generator. No. Assign people to them. Anyway, that's mission complete. I can now You know what? This robotics expert thing would be a great thing to take before I start Automatron. Because it'd make that a hell of a lot easier. Well, alright, full thing. So, army fatigues, ballistics weave, Mark 5. So strength and agility, yeah, good things to have. A lot of ballistics fiber, fiberglass, fair amount of adhesive. It's the ballistics fiber and fiberglass. That's the big thing, but it's very important. Because now I'm wearing clean fatigues for one thing. But I'm also a hell of a lot better armoured. Yeah, it spreads it across. When you're wearing something that covers your body under armor, that's got that, it doesn't actually apply it to the chest or anything. It applies it to every limb as well as the chest. So that's why it's, yeah, 38. Okay, so the right arm. The right arm isn't as good. Left and right leg are both the same quality. I don't know if that's heavy or not, but the right arm is not. So it's got to be either regular or sturdy, and the others are either sturdy or heavy. I don't know about the chest piece though. But that's me armored up a bit better. In fact, I'm going to put the dirty fatigues away, because if I ever have somebody to follow me around, they can wear that as well as some other armor pieces. Now my sniper rifle can have a suppressor. Just reduces the range. Funnily enough, my shotgun could have a suppressor as well. In fact, I could already make a suppressor for it. Level 3. But it really reduces its range. So I'm reluctant to do that. But the sniper rifle, much better now with a suppressor on it. I won't have everything immediately knowing where I am. Although my sneak is currently pretty good, so it tends to prevent them knowing where I am anyway. Now I just need to find a good hat that I can armor to replace the helmet, so that my head has got really good protection as well. Yeah, I was musing the other day or last week about preventing attacks on your settlement. According to a thing I read on the Vault Wiki thing, the game at least claims that if your defense exceeds the combination of your food and water, then you shouldn't be attacked. And then, if that's true, I can only conclude then that because things seem to work differently when you play on normal as opposed to survival, on normal I ended up, because I had water purifiers and stuff like that, I ended up with a heap of purified water stashed in the workshop, and I can only assume then that water being in the workshop adds to the count of how much water you're settlement has or produces, and therefore was increasing the value of my settlement above the defense rating, and thus having it be attacked all the time. Because look at this, there's purified water in here. Let's take that away. Thank you very much. Yeah, so yeah. Are those mods heavy? 0.5, yeah. I'll hang on to them. So, see, I don't think you can armor a baseball cap either. No. Tell you what, it'd be really funny if you could, though, because you can armor the baseball uniform. You can armor the baseball uniform and it goes under armor, so it's actually the same as army fatigues. Strength and agility. So if you don't want to look like you're from the military, you can armor yourself up and look like a baseball player, and you can put a baseball cap on for your perception. And if you could armor the baseball cap, it'd be great. Because an undeniable fact of this is that you just cannot go wrong with armored clothing. In fact, because the weave works the same on hats as it does on clothing, you can stack it up to 110 damage and energy resistance on the hat as well, which means that your head is better protected than the entire rest of your body. But moreover, your head is protected better by a armored hat than by an actual helmet. Very bizarre. Properly fed. Let's drink up just for the heck of it. And let's get a whole bunch of sleep. And then call it a night. Nearly 3.5 hours. I finally made it to level 39.
The sun is setting. Make sure to stay warm.
Finally made it to level 39 and got those perks. So I've got a suppressed sniper rifle and a really heavily armored outfit. I just need to get a hat. And yeah, I have this serious feeling that the only hats that you can armor tend to be charisma, or that one that's luck. I don't know which one is less appropriate for this character. I'm not doing anything with luck, so it's probably less appropriate to wear the luck one. Except the hat that can do luck looks alright. You see, the thing is, I happen to know that you can armor the hat, or I'm pretty sure you can armor the hat that comes with the Silver Shroud outfit. I'm just not entirely certain what effect that hat bestows. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you watched, I hope it wasn't too boring. Running around doing some stuff. I'll try to actually start accomplishing things as of next week, because I will be able to, well, I can get a hat, armor that hat, and I will be really well protected. And I can start doing some interesting things or difficult things. If I take the robotics expert perk, I can start doing automatron, because I can just run up or sneak up and turn off any robots, I think. which will be really useful, because I can just tell them to shut down, or I can tell them to explode themselves. And I will be much better protected for getting around the wasteland. I can do some other quests. Maybe at some point I might try and do Nuka World. I've never done Nuka World before. I've never finished Far Harbor either, but that's a pretty big area to be wandering around in. I think Nuka World's a lot more straightforward. But anyway, thanks anybody who watched or who watches in future when this is on YouTube. 3.5 hours. Jeez. See you next time.